Happy Monday and welcome to Casting the Net, Reeling in Holistic Health, where we care about your mental health and well-being. I'm your host, Coach Rice, and I want to make sure that you tune in every Monday at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time, where I have my special guest on to talk about real issues that matter most. I want you to check us out on YouTube, Facebook Live, on Business Facebook page, also on the Be Awesome Network. Stay tuned. I think you're going to really like this next guest.
Welcome to Mondays with Coach Rice. It's a brand new week, the sun's shining bright, a chance to cast your net, step into the light. Life's full of challenges, it's a winding stream, but with Coach Rice, you'll find your dream.
Happy Monday and welcome to Casting the Net, where we care about your mental health and well-being. I'm your host, Coach Rice, and with me today is Sarah Williamson. Sarah, tell us, where you're from and how did you embark upon being a certified nutrition coach?
Well, I'm a Phoenix, Arizona native, so I've been born and raised, and I'm still here. My passion for nutrition came from my own journey, my own health journey. So I was struggling postpartum after I have 4 girls, and they're all close together. So I had reached a point where I just knew I can't stay this way. I can't keep feeling this way. I have no energy. I was starting to kind of get in that depressed mode. All my girls were little, and I just kept thinking, I can't keep doing this. So that's how my journey started, and my own kind of pathway into all of it. So I knew I had to start taking care of myself, and so I did through fitness and nutrition. And then when I got my confidence back, I started feeling better. I was sleeping better. I had more energy, all the wonderful things that everybody, we all want those things. So once I kind of felt like I had that nailed down, I thought, I got to share this stuff because there's more than me, that needs it. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. And so I got into the fitness and nutrition coaching world. And then after about 11 years of that, I started my own business on the nutrition side because I feel so strongly that how we fuel ourselves and what we put in our bodies matters so much in terms of the output. So if we're gonna fill ourselves with junk, then nothing but junk's gonna come out. We're gonna be in a bad mood. We're gonna be irritable. We're not gonna sleep well. But on the flip side, if we fuel ourselves with all the good, wonderful, beneficial things, we're just gonna feel good and clean because that's what we're putting in our bodies. So that's how I kind of came into the nutrition coaching realm.
Oh, okay. And so how long have you been a nutrition coach?
2 years now. Yeah.
Okay. And so when you were going through postpartum depression, it was fitness and nutrition together that kind of pulled things together. And what role did it play in your journey?
So much, actually. But I was so overwhelmed when I started because in my mind, I thought, I can't, it was all about the baby steps because there was so much in my own mind, mental health wise, and just that place where I just felt like there was this block wall that just like, I'm done with where I'm at right now. Like I can't keep going. And so, it's just a crazy feeling, but I knew it was just this moment that hit, and I went to my husband and I said, I can't keep doing this. And I just sat on the floor. And so when I first started, I actually started with fitness because in my mind, I thought, I can press play on a workout. I know I can do that. I can just press play and follow. And then the nutrition actually came later for me. But through all of that, even though they're both very important, I felt like the nutrition, no matter how young or old we are, we can implement that, or we can teach our kids, or we can We're not necessarily going to have a toddler join us for a 30-minute workout program or some, but we can teach them how to eat well and what makes us feel good and benefits and things like that. So, and then likewise on the other end of life, it's we might, if we're 80, we might not be able to do certain exercises or workouts, but we can always choose how we're eating, what we're fueling ourselves with. So I think just learning, knowledge is power, they say. So if the more we know, the more we can implement and
Yes.
feel better. So yeah, definitely, fitness and nutrition were both and are still both, just a huge part of my life. They're definitely priorities. But then after about 11 years of being in all of it, then the last 2 years I've been certified. So yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. And
Thanks.
so you're right. What we put in our bodies definitely affect our mood,
Hmm.
our, health, overall health, mental health, physical health,
Yes.
and how we think, right? And so in the work that you do, what is one of the tips that you can actually talk to the audience about when it comes to like when should they what type of things should they notice when their nutrition is out of order?
Like symptoms they
Like
might
what's the
feel.
maybe symptoms and what tips would you what's one tip you would actually give them?
That's good. There's so many. I'll try to just pinpoint something so it's not overwhelming. But for sure, even now that I've been in it for so long, if you go on vacation or you go on a road trip or something, I mean, you're not going to have all your normal options. And so we just got back from a trip, and I remember thinking, I just want to get back in my routine because that's when I feel better, like you can only drive
Yeah,
through so many times before your body's like, this isn't good. Like I'm
right.
feeling, And so, and even then you can choose, drive through. There's different options, of course. You can
Right.
choose well, but anyway. So symptom wise, I know my sleep gets affected if I'm not eating well. And let me just preface by saying it's not all or nothing. I don't want people thinking I can never have this or I can't have that anymore. If I'm going to eat well, then I have to give up A, B, and C. I'm not about that at all because I don't want somebody telling me you better quit this or you better. It's just learning how to. I don't want to say balance because balance is usually 50-50 and that's not necessarily best.
Okay.
But learning to find how to enjoy the things without.
Overindulging.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah.
kind of saving things so that they feel special and they feel like a treat. So I tell my girls, if you have something all the time, it's not a treat. It's just normal. Like it's part of your, whatever.
Your
And
routine,
so,
yeah.
yeah. And so I'm trying to tell them, um, if it's every once in a while, then it feels like a treat, or if it's, that type of thing. And you just feel like it's special. So anyway, but yes, definitely my sleep, my energy lags big time. Like the afternoon crashes will come because I haven't fueled myself properly from the get-go that day. If it's like I always start with protein and veggies in the morning for me and carbs. And I know that having that combination in the morning sets me up for a great until lunchtime. And I'm someone that has like 5 smaller meals through the day. Other people have
Yes.
3 meals that are a little bigger. I like my snacks and stuff. So that just works for me. So um but anyway, energy, sleep, digestion gets off. I tend to feel bloated. My body is telling me this isn't what we usually do, so you need to do something else. So those are the three main things, and those are things I highlight too, in what I do. It's energy, sleep, and digestion. Those are like the three
Awesome.
highlights. Yeah. So and then a tip. I would give, if you're feeling all the things that I just mentioned, just be intentional, which I know sounds general and broad, but if you just choose, um, like, think about what you're eating and how it's going to affect you. So, something that I like to ask myself is, especially if I'm craving something that I know isn't going to serve me, but it sounds so good,
Right.
um, I'll ask myself sometimes, is this going to take me toward my goals or is this going to set me back? Is this going to help me feel better or am I going to feel not so good when I'm done with this? Like it's good now, but am I going to wish I hadn't?
What is
It,
it going to cost me? Right.
yeah, am I going to, in 30 minutes or an hour, am I going to start feeling, lousy or sluggish? So that would probably be my biggest tip is just being intentional and not just eating because I'm hungry and I need something, but thinking about how it's going to serve me and make me feel.
I want to go back on something I want to catch that you said that was pretty powerful actually.
Okay.
Which is how you train your children. If you have something all the time, it's no longer a treat. It's
Yeah.
part of your routine. So it made me think about that's really a good implementation when you decide and make decisions on what you eat or
Yeah.
drink or whatever.
Right.
Is
Yeah.
is this something that I'm gonna keep a part of my routine, or am I gonna treat it as a treat? And
Yeah.
if I, I like that piece because it gives you something to really think about.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like you're not saying I can't
Right.
versus I get to choose if it's gonna be a treat or a
Yes.
part of my routine. I like that. That's why I wanted to go back and catch it.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad you liked it. And two, I think with those treats, it helps mentally because it's something you can look forward to, but it's part of your plan. It's like you get to choose it, like you said. So it's not like, "Oh, I shouldn't have this, but I'm going to. Don't tell anyone,
Right.
Because we shouldn't, like nobody wants to live that way.
Right,
I
exactly.
love food and I want to enjoy what I eat. So I want to choose well most of the time and still leave room for the birthday parties and the things, but that's
That yeah.
not part of my daily or weekly routine. So,
Right, because cake every day is not healthy. But if I could say and it'll be a routine if I'm not careful. Because I remember growing up and it was our dinner and a dessert. That's
uh-huh.
a habit that you think is part of the routine, but it's not. And when
Yeah.
I started my journey, I had to break that habit
Yeah.
of eating dessert after a meal, which is the worst. But now it's a special occasion
Yeah. Yeah.
versus, I can't have it. But it's a choice even at the special occasion that I get to choose. It's not a reward,
Right. Right.
So think about like tell the audience what's the difference between a treat and a reward.
Yeah.
What's the impact on your mindset? I would like for you to explain that to the audience.
Yeah. That's a great point. I feel like so rewards can be, I heard somebody say, another coach one time say, um, like if you reach a goal, instead of, I think we just naturally we tend to reach for food and snacks and oh well
Right.
I accomplished this, so I'm gonna have a cookie or whatever it is. But she said when you reach a goal, go buy a new workout outfit or go get a new pair of shoes. And I'm like, oh, I like that.
I'm like, yeah, that's what I had did with mine too. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
cool.
And so I think a treat is it is really mindset because a treat for me could be totally different than what you consider a treat. And so um and rewards are something earned, but again, if you reach for food every time you think you deserve something, like that can be
Yeah,
a
it's
slippery slope.
counterintuitive, right?
Yeah, but I also am careful in saying that because a cookie isn't going to kill anybody, like,
Right, right.
and so I don't want to paint
You
it.
don't want to demonize it, right?
Exactly. Like my sister once said, like foods aren't good and bad. And this was part of my course too. Food, we can't think of foods as good and bad. And I think we do just
We
naturally.
do. We really do.
Yeah. But instead, are they on a spectrum? Are they beneficial or harmful? Like if we kind of think about it, which kind of goes with what I said earlier, but like, is this going to serve me or is this going to kind of take away from what I'm trying to do and my, what I'm trying to accomplish? Um, so yeah, treats and rewards, like rewards to me are again something earned, but it could be like I didn't yell at my kids today. Like I mean, I'm gonna, what, or whatever
I'm gonna give myself a sticker. No, I'm just
yeah,
kidding.
it doesn't have to be like food or
Right.
drink, but but yeah, like a treat is to me, it's like uh, just something that you choose to have when you feel uh like it's I don't want to say a good time. Like if you feel like it's like not going to throw you off, basically.
Right. So
So
basically, reward is earned, and the other one is choice.
yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool. I actually hadn't thought about that much before. It's good you made me think about it.
Yeah, because it's really interesting how, you know, nothing is. I like how my husband told me we had these talks a lot. We work out together. We had these talks now about food and how we relate to it, and everything is good, but some things is just not good for me.
Yes, so good. Yes, that is
You
so
know,
good.
and when he said that, it was so true because I can't eat cheese at night. Some
Yeah,
people can, I can't.
yeah,
Any dairy I can't do at night.
yeah,
It's just not good for me, but it don't mean it's bad.
yeah.
It's just not good for me. Some people can eat cake every day and not do nothing, but
Yeah.
genetics is play a role, right?
Yeah, it's actually a very small, it's only about 10% genetics is. So I think people can use that as, well, I can do this and I'll be okay. But what we don't see is the inside. So
That's that part, yeah.
yeah, just because somebody eats cake every day and doesn't gain weight or doesn't,
Doesn't mean it's not affecting them, right?
yeah, so it's going to be messing with them on the inside and eventually it'll catch up.
You know what you do, being a certified nutrition coach is so key to, you know, a person's health. And I think what you're doing is amazing. What is your onboarding process?
Thank you. I do, people can book a free call. It's about 20 minutes and we can chat about struggles, goals, concerns, and just kind of go over that and see if what I have and what they're trying to accomplish, blend and we'd be a good fit or not. And then from there, we can go from there. But yeah, there's a free call people can book. I also have a free online community on Facebook, and I have a free sample 7-day meal plan that people can try as well. So there's a
Awesome.
few ways to get started or kind of dip your toes in the water.
And I'll put those links in the video as well.
Okay.
Um, and so when what has been like, um what would you call transformation when you are dealing with your clients? How would you sum it up?
Hmm. Um, People definitely, one of my slogans is from the inside out because I'm so much about starting on the inside. Even honestly, so much is mental as well. So it's not just what am I putting in my body, but how am I thinking about all of this to begin with? Like, how am I going into this miserable because I don't want to do this. I don't want to make changes, but I should because I know it's good for me. Like that sounds awful. So,
Right,
and
right.
so from
It's
the
almost
inside,
like ball and chain, right?
yes, yes. And so so from the inside out, it's not just inside our bodies, but our mind, inside our minds too. And so the sleep, digestion, and energy, like that's an inside thing to me. Like it's an inside out because with the energy, it's going to come out into your actions, your motive, like your motivation, your energy level, all of that. And then sleep, if we get good sleep, we're going to feel better the next day because we're rested and our body has healed from the day before, whatever we did. And there's so much healing that happens when we sleep. So then the next day, again, from the inside out, like we're probably going to be a little nicer. We're going to be a little more patient. We're going to be, all those things that
Right.
come with good sleep. And then digestion too, again, if we feel good, we're just it's going to show, if we feel miserable and bloated, then that's going to kind of probably affect how we act and how, our mood and things. So those are the transformations, clients have told me those are like the three highlights probably out of all of them. Of course, I've heard, on the outside as well, I zipped up my favorite jeans again. And these used to be, I just kept them in my closet and I haven't worn them for years, things like that.
Non-scale victories.
Yes, exactly. And even like skin, because people, if they drink more water because they're not used to it, but that's part of what I do too, and just making sure they're getting what they should be.
Hydrated, yeah.
So their skin isn't as dry. Just all those things. It's just from the inside out, which I just love because not everybody has a goal that's a number on the scale. Some people just want to feel better. Like when I started, I can't feel this way anymore. I can't keep going like this. And it had nothing to do with my weight, but it was in here and in.
Yes.
Like it was just, and so from the inside out is just huge to me. And it's obviously from how I started, but I always highlight that because the outside will come if we take care of the inside. It's just going to be a natural outcome or result of taking.
I like that from the inside out. I really like that. So do you have anything interesting coming up? Do you have a podcast? Do you have books? Do you have anything like that you want to share?
No podcast or book. I have an upcoming free challenge in my free community that I mentioned.
Okay.
This one's going to be called, I do one free 5-day challenge every month in my group. So this one's going to be called Pumpkins and Planks. So anyone's welcome to join.
I think people love a good plank challenge.
Yeah. And they're all different, but they always include, healthy eats and some type of movement just because it's a good combination. But
Okay.
and then I have my signature program is my personalized 30-day kickstart. So that is, there's 3 one-on-one coaching calls. And then I lay out a 4-week nutrition plan for you that gives you all of your food groups, your portions. And then I've got recipes in there, breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, like all of it's laid out for 4 weeks. And of course, that's after we talk about food allergies, likes and dislikes, to make sure that it's all tailored and catered to you. So that's that's what I get the most feedback on from clients with the transformation that you mentioned, is just because it's all laid out and it comes with the coaching calls and accountability and just keeping in touch. How are things working? Do we need to tweak anything? And then it also comes with the free month in my VIP membership as well. So that's kind of the package right there.
Okay. So you have tailored packages for your clients. So you client centered.
Yes. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Sarah. This has been really great to get to know you and what you do, and what you do is needed. I don't know if it's enough nutrition coaches around, but it's nice to know that we have one available. So to the audience, if you need a nutrition coach, please reach out to Sarah, because I'm gonna tell you, what you put in, your body matters. it matters of what's going to come, the outcome.
Yeah.
So please reach out to her so you can definitely, she has free resources. Please check them out. You will see them in the video. So click the link and, join her Facebook group and get to know her just that much more. And so she can help you out. Thank you so much, Sarah, for coming on, and definitely to the audience, please subscribe and share, because I always have amazing people to help you out. So if this resonated with you, please do share and subscribe and follow on Apple and Spotify. So we have all platforms for you to listen in. So take advantage of that. So thank you so much, Sarah. It's been great having you with talking to us about all the wisdom that you have, and I'm sure it's going to be a benefit to the audience. And thank you so much.
Yes, I appreciate it.
So we just want to say happy Monday and have a blessed day.
It's your time to shine. Your journey to chart. With Coach Rice's wisdom will heal every heart. So join us now. Let's make life suffice. Welcome to Mondays with Coach Rice.